Welcome back. The last time DIY goddess Leanne Lee was with us, she showed us how to make our own chalk paint. Today we're going to use that chalk paint to add to some old furniture and make it look like new again. I'm so excited for this one because last week or a couple weeks back when you showed us how to make the chalk paint, you could really save some money.
Yes, definitely.
Now how to use it.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting for me. This is so my cup of tea here.
Now it's all about the distressed look.
It is, and it's easy for a DIY person to do this. The nice thing about a chalk style paint is that you do not have to sand it. Just give it a good clean with like a Dawn dishwashing soap, just something not very aggressive, but make sure you clean it because you don't know the history of the piece of furniture when you get it. So it could have a lot of oils and stuff on it, so just make sure you clean it. So what we're gonna do, take the hardware off.
Great.
If you don't want paint on the back side, make sure you prep it off. Just because it's DIY doesn't mean it needs to be sloppy. I mean, you can still do a good job.
I'm not showing you any of my DIY stuff at home.
I'm not listening to you. I don't believe you. But anyway, so this has already been cleaned.
Okay.
Now I'm taking, which was my favorite chalk paint recipe. It was the calcium carbonate, 2 parts latex paint, 1 part calcium carbonate. This was Interesting Aqua by Sherwin-Williams.
We still have that on our website, KCLive.tv, if you want to look up how to make the chalk paint as well.
What I love about this is it's really one coat coverage. I mean, we're using a good paintbrush, but we are just painting this on.
So you don't want it to be too thick?
Nope. You don't need it to be too thick, but it's got a good coverage. It's okay if it's not perfect. And what's nice about it is if you paint it, you dry it, and there's some spots that you missed, the nice thing about chalk paint is you can just go right back in.
And you always go the same direction when you're dealing with furniture.
Yeah, just use basic painting skills.
Great.
Okay, so we've got this painted. Now you want to let that dry. I would say a good 3 to 4 hours. Overnight would be best. You're going to take a sanding block or 220 sandpaper if you buy it in sheets, and then you're just going to start sanding it back. It sands back very easy. And what you're exposing here is the wood.
Now, how much do you want to see?
I think it's a matter of preference. For me, I like all of the corners to be sanded off, places where natural wear and tear would occur. So, you know, any of these sharp corners, go ahead and sand them off. Very easy to sand. Now, here's the thing. With chalk paint, it's very porous. So that means little girls' hands, greases, anything are going to stick to it. So we need to protect it.
Okay.
So we're going to use a wax.
I've never heard of this. You're using car wax.
I'm using car wax. I figure if it can protect a car, it can protect my furniture.
There you go.
So I'm just using, I got this at Walmart. It's just a McGuire's wax. It's clear. Make sure you get a clear wax. Okay, so I'm just taking cheesecloth. You could just take a sponge. And what we're going to do is we've got this piece that we had already distressed. We're literally wiping the wax on.
It looks great. It gives it that nice finished kind of gloss.
Kind of like a Habersham look. Just a nice, distressed, but still good quality piece.
Now, can you feel it? Can you feel the wax when you touch it afterward?
Yeah, feel it. It just feels finished.
Oh, there you go.
So not bad at all. So I wanted to give your viewers one more tip.
Okay.
This is something that I love. What we could have done on this piece, let's say we started from scratch. What you can do is paint it. This was painted antique white. In our chalk ratio again. Paint it antique white, then wax it, then put the blue on. After that dries, sand it back, and what we get is this other piece that we've done over here that's finished. It allows it to sand back to white instead of getting just the wood look.
Color. Yeah. So that white peeks through. And it's just a different look. Do you like that better?
I do. I think it's cottage looking. I think this is a little more shabby chic, but that's beachy, cottagey. What I think it gives you is a lot of options. So you could do lime green and pink. You could do black and white. You could do different color combinations. You know, think outside of the box.
You're so creative.
Don't just think wood.
No, not just wood. Don't be boring. Have fun with it.
Exactly.
Great advice. Now, Leanne shared her instructions for this project with us. You'll be able to find them on our website, KCLive.tv, later on today. Thank you so much. You are the best. Let's head over to Michael.